Hello, this is Steven Johnson here, and today we're taking a Super Anime Tober review of Volume 1 Dragons Rioting from Yen Pressed. So I picked this up in December 2015, which is last year. So you got Hayate in the front, which is so beautiful. The front, and even in the back, is Kyoto, Reno, Narento, and Reno. Can't pronounce his name. So in the back it says, Reno's got a problem. Sexual abusive can be deadly for him. This is tragedy inconvenient when he attended a former girls' academy where 99% of student body is female. And worst school supposedly is a virtuous power struggles created around three powerful girls, the dragons. So this basically is about like this boy is trying to dodge the girls from trying to dodge the sexual girls with boobs and all that stuff, which is nice. So let's begin with the review. So I really do love this book so much. So the boy was named was Durenta, where he was throwing this ice cream around when all suddenly he felt the ice cream on her. It says, ugh. And also he was like, it says, apologize. Come on, apologize. And his father was like, he filled his whole body with this. So he went to see a doctor, and he says, Gavans knows that hentai is a sympathy of sexual, and it's trying to help him out all that stuff. This is crazy. There's a words in the round Reno. He was like furious. It must be removed from women and the rest of his life. And he will become a generous virgin. So he was looking at the woman's butt, and he was like, oh. Then he just slapped him and says, he says he's gonna teach him some few things. And he trained him just like in the Blue Moon, did all this training to get rid of all the girls and all that, train hard. And he was going to transfer to a school where he bumped into the army of girls, and all these men were like this. And he said, "Blush with those blushing with breasts it's abusive little out of the Grintos. I can't announce it." Then he looked around all the girls, and then he decided to flip down. Then he's trying to escape, but underneath the bread. And he was like, I tried to know the hentai stuff. He was visioning around it of the school called the School of the Blue Moon Rejectors on the Lake. And all the trainers count this. This is my only avoid of a contact. Now he met up with two guys, I forgot their names. What's their names? I forgot. But I will find out. And this is called the school called Yanageku High School, which is kind of like 99% of girls and also guys as well. When he saw this, imagine all the faces. They thinking he was like gay or something. That's just one of the funniest things. Meanwhile, those two girls have a battle on Hayate and Reno, the three dragons. They were having this huge battle between those two girls, which means that they would have to start a fight. And this one right here is Hayate, and this one is Kiane. I can't pronounce the name. It's our eternal, then the pit and die. And all this fight starts to become a huge nonsense. And all the fight bursts out and all that stuff and all that sex battles, which is one of my favorites of all times. Oh look, a penny shot. This is the strongest picks on the week. This goes on to the three dragons. The three dragon ladies. Dragon Flashing Star, the Dragon of Grammarless Might, and the Dragon of Strong Jade. These are the three dragons. which is like the student council. I hate student councils. Anyway, after raping the dragons right down their fist, then she busted out and all that of this. Now he was in the middle of it. And all suddenly, while this of the boot bouncing, he create this as strongest discovered all this wall to stop the battle. He don't want to see any girls getting boobs. He doesn't want to see. He wants to clear out his mind. all the sexually all. Now back to, and now this time is around this. This is kind of like this, all the school battles or fights. It's kind of like Rival at School, which is a fighting game from Capcom. But instead you have like girls fighting and also girls fighting. Now the CS Defar, she was late for school and all that. Now this was the most funniest part. My favorite. Is slashing down, she has two friends, the fearless eights of the Empress Mokoto and the Harley Shadow in Fallen by Call, which is kind of like those two ladies of her friends. Now they were talking things about this new student, about what's his name, Rioting, and they just went to the bath. She wants to become his student. She wants to train him. That's all. He wants to train him, but he's kind of like escaped from the bath, being alone. And she was like, "You are too modest, master." And he was like, "Oh, girl," and he was afraid. It's your fault. And all this. A student must be able to wristwatch herself in the back of the master. And naked. And then she decided to clean her off, and he was like, oh, like that. And then he was afraid of this. Then all these two girls came in to have a shower, and then all of a sudden they decided to use these weapons on him to attack him. Then all of this, dodge this. This is one of my favorites. I gotta call this the strongest crush of the water drops. It lets the ladies get like this, which is one of my favorites right here. I really do love this book. As friends, all this from down and all that, the battle. A monthly 6 months of praying peaks. Then he was dreaming about this her, and then good morning, master, and he's trying to escape. See all that talking nonsense. Then they were trying to pick a spot to eat, and he was like, felt happy that this is a perfect spot. And then if I hit it, what a better review. And then this is like this. The old girl's like, you call this a great view? That is one of the things about this. Now they met with two girls with the swords, which I'm trying to get the names. Nicola Senrad's High School, the Cheese. Now this is called The Few Claim the Wind World People Milena, the Wind Ruler of the Norland. And this one is the girl with the glasses, were very rude and very heavy of the song. All nonsense and all this is talking when he stripped down those two girls with his thing. When he was attacked, he was put his own strongest, and then he stripped down with his wind and tear it up, or not will tear it up. Now she was very forgiving, and she was smiling. Then this happens. This is one of the funniest parts. I thought she was like the nicest girl, but she was a popular one. And the merchandises were like this. 86,000. What? This is one of my favorite mangas of all time, which I love the most. Now let's check out one of my favorite parts. My favorite part is this one. And my favorite part is the fight scene. in all this fight scene. This one's my favorite. And if I could just find one that's like, this one is my favorite. And that one's my favorite too. This, and if I could just find one. This one's my favorite. And this one's my favorite. And if I could just find one that is like, this one's my favorite. And that one is, let's see. If I could just find one that's, this one is my favorite, where it's freak out all the girls with dressing. And which one's my favorite? This one and that one. So I got all of it is my favorite. If you guys enjoying reading this book, you should go buy it right now, or if you have it. So the Volume 2 will be coming out in February. I am still trying to finish up is the Prison School Volume 2. So this is Steven Johnson. I'm signing out, and please make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube channel. I'm trying to get up to 50 subscribers or 500. And just follow me on Trimble, Facebook, and of course Twitter. And Twitch, I am working on it soon when I get a capture card. So this is Steve Johnson. I'm signing out, and peace.